god, like there's so many like fucking conspiracy theorists. I think in general, newer things are losing quality. Thanks for the test. Now these fucking idiots are gonna be using FL Studio 10 and 11 for the next 30 years. We're gonna get straight into the goods here. So this guy named 30 Killa Beats, he made a video like a week ago now? 9 days ago. He made a video 9 days ago called The Sad Truth About FL Studio 10, 11, and 24. And then he just replayed all these fucking old arguments about like how FL 11 and 10 sound better than 24, which has been disproved. It's been disproved by FL Studio themselves. Decap did some pretty good videos on it, and I think I understand why he's so confused. Okay, so let's go over this really quickly here. Even Southside believes it. So there's actually two things causing it. Okay, let's just quickly play his arguments.
So there is a real sound quality difference between FL Studio's 10 all the way up to 24, and it has nothing to do with the limiter. You probably heard some of your
So the limiter was the first thing that people would guess.
Favorite producers say.
I love Weaverbeats children more than he does and should.
All right. Hey.
FL 11 hits like a kick to the balls and should.
And shit, should we keep that going? No sound difference. He's scamming people right in the face. I don't even think that's what it is. I don't think he's intentionally trying to scam people. I think he's just really confused. And I think it's not the limiter. That is the first thing everyone thought. But there's actually another thing. I'm gonna wait to reveal it. I'm gonna let him do this thing first, and I'm gonna reveal it at the end.
Wild statements like this.
When I started with Fruity Loops, it wasn't on Max. Like that, we call that Max shit, like the devil Fruity Loops does. Like, cause it ain't the same sound, it don't sound the same. Like the drums thinner, like it's just different. I still use Fruity Loops 11 and 10. Like it look totally different and all that. But they don't have that for a Mac. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's a different sound than what everybody else doing. That's why our shit hit harder than everybody else.
Okay, so you get the idea of this video. As you can see from the like ratio here, people were not feeling it. They were not feeling it at all. And there's people arguing with him in the comments about it. He was arguing with everybody back and forth. Okay, so he dropped another video on this. Like ratio still not great. Yeah, so let's see. He says he has proof this time. He's got proof that FL Studio 10, 11, and 24 sound different. For some reason, it took him a whole week to drop. So I already know where this is going.
Sound quality difference between FL 11 all the way up to 24. And some of you guys wanted a little bit more information about how I came to my conclusion. So today we're going to dive a little bit more into why I still believe that FL 10 and all the way up to 24 still sounds different. Let me know in the comments if you believe that they sound different.
Did someone not null test them? Everyone has, dude. That's the thing. Like, this guy's just so wrong. Hold on, let me pull up the stuff that disproves this really quick.
Well, and if you do comment, you get a chance to enter a giveaway where I'm giving away either a new laptop, a new microphone, maybe some studio monitors. Let me know in the comments what.
How are you gonna do a giveaway and people don't even know what the fuck they're competing for?
You would like me to give away as well. Subscribe and hit that like. And
in his original video, there was a difference in sound quality between the three sounds, but I think there's some setting he's missing, and I'm not gonna reveal it yet.
Notification bell if you want more videos like this. All right, gang, I'm 30 Killa Beats, and I made a video about
okay, we already got this. Skip ahead a little bit.
Settings that I had in that video and show you that each program pretty much distorts the 808 completely differently. First off, why did I make my video? Now,
no, we don't need to know that, dude.
For a beat, but what I'm going to show you is that when you actually go past 0, you're going to get different sounds. So let's just start over and just show you what.
Okay, so if you go past 0, you're going to get different sounds. The thing you're not supposed to do, yeah, it's going to sound different. Okay.
FL Studios 10 sounds like on the mixer, and then let's go to FL Studios.
No, it's not true, dude. Oh my God.
11.
I'm waiting to reveal. I'm going to do the big reveal at the end here. Okay?
It's FL Studio 10. That is where the 808 is hitting, and you can see it. So now let's go over to FL Studios 11 and just show you how that sounds.
One thing people loved about this guy last time was how he kept saying FL Studios 10, FL Studios 11, FL Studios 24.
Like, I can't make this up. I don't know what else you want me to say. Like, they don't sound the same. Now, that's FL Studios 10 and 11. Now, let's jump over to FL Studios 24 and do the exact same thing. Now, as you can see, that one sounded different than FL Studios 11. They have different distortions. So let me just.
Okay, like, first of all, this is not a good test because, like, we don't even know for sure that the settings are the same. But I'm just going to assume they are. It still doesn't disprove my point.
To FL Studios 10 and just push up the 808 just to show you, like, how they distort, proving that they actually get a different sound with each version that you download.
Null test.
So now what I'm going to do is actually export these beats with the exact same settings and then do a null test, just like FL Studio's video did, and show you that they don't cancel each other out. So what a null test is, if you take one sample and another and put them side by side and flip one of the other sample, theoretically,
we already know the null test isn't going to work. Like, we heard the difference already. This is dumb.
they're out. This channel is set to 2 and this channel is set to 1, and they are the exact same beat. And if I play it, no sound, because channel 2 has the reverse polarity effect on it. As you can see right here, we have FL Studios 10 and 11.
See, this is dumb because we already know, like, from his, like, what he showed, it sounds. Okay, so yeah, basically his conclusion here is like he did a null test with a render of each one and it came out different. Now, as you can see, the FL11 one is clipped way harder. It's way more distorted. Like, it looks like the gain might have been pushed harder or something just by looking at it, but I don't think that is the actual reason for it. Okay, here it is. Here is the exact reason for this guy's fucking problems, dude. And I can't believe he didn't know about this. It's actually kind of shocking. Do you see that setting there? Hard clip output is 0 dB. So this is why it was off, in my opinion. I'm almost positive this is why. Now, it had nothing to do with the limiter, the limiter boost thing. That's what FL Studio always claimed it was. That is another reason for that. Okay, I think this one here. Decap's got a good video on it too. I think this is gonna answer the question here. Sounds like he used FL Studio 11 there.
I've had the most interesting thing happen. A lot of people are saying that the sound engine in FL Studio differs from version to version. Some people say FL Studio 11 has a better sound engine than FL Studio 20. So of course I looked into it and people are saying it sounds different, and I'm gonna show you what I discovered. This is FL Studio 11. I took a screenshot of it on my machine that runs Parallels because I don't have a Windows laptop. You can make a track in FL 11, render it, and then print it from FL Studio 20. What I noticed by default, when you open FL 11, there's a limiter on the map.
Okay, so the limiter is one thing.
Just like FL 20. But when you look at the limiter, the gain knob
Wait, is he going to talk about the other thing?
is set
This is the first reason, but this is not the actual, the reason why I think the other guy's experiencing
to
that.
5.5 decibels of gain. Now check this out. I'm gonna open a new blank FL Studio template in FL 20. This is the default FL 20 template. As you can see, limiter on the master. Check that out. The gain is set to 0.
Does he talk about the ASIO driver thing? Because that's the other reason for it.
I'm gonna load up the default FL Studio 11 template. I saved it on my Windows computer. Gain is up 5.5 decibels. What's interesting about that is people say that FL Studio 11 and FL Studio 20 sound different. They do. By default, when you load sounds in, they're gonna be louder. Human ear, when it hears something louder, it automatically thinks better. FL Studio 11 hits harder, this and that. It's because the limiter's turned up. I took it a step further. I made a beat in FL Studio 11, took that beat, opened it in FL Studio 20, printed it out in FL Studio 11, and FL Studio 20, and they phase canceled. So that goes to show you that FL 11 and FL 20 do not sound different. FL Studio 11 and FL Studio 20 sound exactly the same.
Okay, yeah, this is true, but where's the thing about the ASIO driver? Because I think that is the other thing that's going on here. I've seen somebody talk about it before. I didn't pull it up beforehand. I'm pretty sure it could be that, though. This whole argument is old as day. I remember bringing... Yeah, no, it is really old. The sad truth about FL Studio 10, 11, and 24. Thing getting kind of owned here. It's the ASIO driver, I'm almost positive. Are they using different ASIO drivers? I'm not 100% certain, but like just by looking at it here, like even in his own test here, like something is off. Like look at the waveforms. When you look at these waveforms here, one of them is just a straight up brick, and the other one is like got some dynamics to it. If I had to guess, so I actually saw this in his comments. And then, you know, of course, you got BusyWorks Beats. Interesting. It makes me want to install the older versions. Wow. Wow. Wow, Busy. You see this part right here? Yeah, this makes me want to install the older versions. Yeah, this brick wall here makes me want to install the old versions. God help us. God help us. Busy's like, just takes this like at face value, for instance, you know? And then MG The Future. It's indeed different. It's somebody who's used it since 2000. Like, bro, these people are claiming to be educators, and they're like they don't even know about this shit. Like, especially Busy. I feel like Busy should really know about this. I mean, at least as somebody with 1 million subs that claims to have taught over 1 million producers, some of which went on to work with Ariana Grande, French Montana, Drake, Future. Did I say Ariana Grande already? Well, we know for sure that there's a difference in sound. We're trying to figure out why. Windows users fumbling over drivers is the best. Well, this is a good point here too. So basically it sounds the same until you make it go past 0 and distort, which you're not supposed to make it do anyway. So if you're making the beat correct, it will sound the same. Oh my God. Like there's so many like fucking conspiracy theorists. I think in general, newer things are losing quality. Thanks for the test. Now these fucking idiots are going to be using FL Studio 10 and 11 for the next 30 years. Wait, I saw somebody talk about the ASIO driver. Let me find it. Okay, here we go. Boom. If you're using FL Studio ASIO as your output device, the hard clip at 0 dB is enabled by default in the ASIO panel. This would explain the differences in distortion. This is most likely what is happening. I didn't hear this mentioned all in the comments, surprisingly. Maybe look out for that and retest. Peace. Did you try that out on your end? Why don't you fucking try it on your end? You're the one making the fucking video, dude. Oh my God, dude.